Every single time that you see the notification pop up that JDUN Trades and Team Bull Trading just posted a new video, you know you're getting value. And that's my favorite part of running this YouTube channel and sharing all that I know over 9 years of trading experience. I break down my trades in a simple way that you can understand, give all my strategies, there is no gatekeeping here, and show you my wins and my losses. Today was a win. I made $3,000 live trading with over 1,000 of my students live in Team Bull.
Bro paid himself 271, 108 off that trade, 670, 450, 250, 1500, 283, 200, 400. Let's go. Yes, sir. We got everyone feasting 200. A lot of hundreds, probably over 1,000. 1K times 3 counts. Let's go. Come on, Team Bull.
And in today's video, I'm going to break down everything that you need to know to execute this simple strategy yourself. And all I ask is if you do get value from this is you tap in, hit that subscribe button, keep that bell notification on, and let's learn and level up together. It's also worth noting that if you are trading on a funded account, Apex just brought back 90% off all accounts. This is the best deal that they do year round. It only comes around a few times a year. So now is the time to get your accounts locked in using code JDUN. This comes with up to 20 accounts, 1-day pass, and payout protection. And I also want you guys to know that when you use these strategies, the discipline that I teach you, and you get your payouts, I want you to take that money and put it in your own live account. I don't want you running through evals and sim fundeds year after year. My goal for you is simple. Build the discipline to get a payout, build the strategy to get a payout, get your payout, take your payout, put it in a live account, and make that work for you to get rich and eventually build wealth with. So all that being said, let's talk about today's trade. Now, today's strategy is very simple. It's one I talk about all the time. So let's go through the motions. I want this to be drilled into your head over and over so you have a basis of what to do and a routine of what to do every single day. So first things first, we are going to mark out our pre-market high, right? We're going to mark our pre-market high here. And then we're going to mark out our pre-market low. Now, I use the morning time session. I don't use aftermarket. I use morning time. So from 0-0 on is when I'll start marking my levels. So we have those marked out. Let's turn those blue so you guys know exactly what we're looking at. I like to keep those blue every day so there's no confusion. Let's do that. Keep those blue. Go ahead and delete that. Now, with this strategy, we must wait the first 15 minutes. And might I add, this is a real trade that I took. This was the exact trade that I took. Had I not had to go for the day, I would have been holding this all the way up to these highs, right? And I probably wouldn't have sold at the tippy top. I'm never going to say I would have. But this never gave me a reason to stop out, and I will explain to you why. Until I left, then I stopped out. But so you see here, we have our first 5-minute candle, nothing. Second, nothing. Third, nothing. After these first 3 5-minute candles, I'm going to mark the 15-minute high, which is right here. Let's turn that green. And then I'm going to mark the 15-minute low. So you'll notice that we have a staggered pre-market high, 15-minute high, pre-market low, 15-minute low. And I like when this happens because whether we break up or down, it gives me a first price target with a decent amount of room to each direction. So on this trade, you see we move up here and we have aggressive volume on this 5-minute candle above the 15-minute high. So when we see this aggressive 5-minute candle with aggressive volume close here, that's when I start looking for a retest back down to enter longs. So I see us move down, 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 down. As we move back up to 80, this is where I call my entry. It's a little low here. It's right around here. There we go. As we move back up to 80, I call my entry live inside Team Bull, live on my main YouTube channel. There's a little delay, but nonetheless, I trade live there if you want to check me out. Live here. I keep my initial worst case scenario stops down here. So this is a more accurate depiction. However, once we close this candle strong, I move my stops up to this 5-minute low here to minimize the potential risk and maximize my R multiple. Now on this, I have 2 first price targets. First, from 20 points here, I want to get a trim at 400. So I take my first trim right above 400. And then my next price target is up here near this pre-market high at 415. That's where my other sell order is. These both get hit. So boom, boom, both get hit. We go back and forth. I take a little more off as we move up to 420s. At 420, I take a little more off. And then I set my stop up at break even as I always do. After the first trim, typically speaking, I'll set my stop at break even. Not always. For example, here, my stop for a while was set after the first trim. It was still down here just in case we came and did a little back and forth in this area. I was willing to give back 7 points of gain or 7 points of potential gain to maximize this winner. So for me, kept my stop here. After my second trim, that's when I moved it up to break even. And as you can see at this 80 area, we never hit, right? We caught this inflection point, this turning point in the trend through the day where we broke that structure. This never hit, so we could have technically held this trade all day. I had to go. Grandma came into town. I got one of the fighters that I sponsor fighting tonight. I wanted to go to the gym early, so I left because I'm a day trader and I have the right to do that with the life that I've earned. But nonetheless, from a technical standpoint, this never gave me that break-even stop to stop out. So I'm most happy about that. I capitalized on the majority of the trend today. Sure, I missed this first initial action, but honestly, over time, I don't find a ton of value in what I get within this first 15-minute range. It doesn't give me a lot. Now, does this work every day? No, but if you can capitalize on this 1.5, 2R, 3R setup, and you can catch that with a 60% win rate, your profitability will skyrocket with proper risk management. Now, I say with proper risk management, you have to have discipline. I tell all of my 1v1 students and my group coaching call students this, is that I don't care how much you make on your trades if you can't handle and keep your losers in a small category. Meaning that you have to keep your losses small. You cannot let yourself blow up because it takes one blow up day a month. It takes one blow up day every 2 months to give back weeks and weeks of progress, heck, months of progress. So I don't care how much you can make. I care how much you can avoid losing. I don't care if you lose trades. I care about the amount in that trade that you lose, the percentage, the R multiple. If you can manage those aspects of each and every trade and keep disciplined, be a disciplined trader, and live a disciplined trader lifestyle within the markets, you're going to find profitability at some point. I use this example a lot too. When I mention lifestyle, I'm not talking about what you do when you leave the screens, but I want you guys to adapt the mindset that your new lifestyle and your new habits in your trading are disciplined. You don't blow up. You always set hard stops. You always know where your trade is invalid. If you can do all those things and recognize where you're making similar mistakes over and over again, that's how you find profitability, and that's how you get more payouts. You trade smart, you trade safe, you choose discipline over dopamine, you get very confident in your strategy, you know what your risk is on every trade, so when you lose, it's not a surprise, or when you lose, you're not surprised by how much you lose, and it all becomes a math and probabilities game. Do that, my friends, and I guarantee you your success will climb faster than it ever has before. I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you tap in, hit that subscribe button. I do my absolute best to bring you guys heat every single day, and I will keep doing that. Use code JDUN on Apex, and I will see you guys Monday to keep moving forward, help you get payouts, help you become disciplined, and we are getting rich together. Love you guys. God bless.